Hello everyone, this is Scott Nash with thecreativecosmos.com, an online community that's all about helping creative folk of all different types thrive. And I've got two pals here, both creatives, completely different, and we're at the Starz Film Festival. It's beautiful, it's snowing outside, it's nice and toasty inside here, but we're just hanging out, interviewing filmmakers, having some cocktails, things like that. So let's just start off with Anthony Prichard. So I'll turn the microphone over to you, and you can kind of share what you're all about and why you're here.
Okay, thanks, Scott. Yeah, my name's Anthony Prichard, and I'm a student down at Denver Open Media. And I'm also on staff at another film festival in town that takes place once a year called the BolderLife Festival. And I really like independent film festivals, guys, because they're so much different than the big box theater films that we all know about, because they're created in a different way. You know, the end goal of a big box film is definitely one thing in mind, is to make money.
Moolah.
The moolah, right. And here at an independent showcase of films, they're made for a different purpose. They're really made by the filmmaker, the creative person, because of a passion that they have, and because they're trying to deliver a message. They're trying to make more meaning with their film expression than they are trying to make money. And so, in my opinion, I can get a better entertainment value because it touches my intellect and not just my entertainment button.
Right.
And so, I really like this film festival, especially because it's the biggest film festival in Denver, and you can actually see some stars that show up because, of the numbers. They're coming because of the numbers, and the Starz Film Festival probably brings the most numbers at any film festival in town, and so it's fun to be here. It's fun to have cocktails with you guys, and I'm glad to be on their panel today.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me introduce you to Arthur over here, who actually just met last night, and multi-talented, but also covers film and movie making and things like that. So tell us a little bit more about why you're here and the Emerging Filmmakers Project. We can touch on that.
Well, actually, I want to thank the Starz Denver Film Festival because they have done so much support Colorado film. They have a special segment called Spotlight on Colorado. Please come and check it out. You'll see lots of homegrown films, films that are made by artists that live right next door to you. And if you enjoy that kind of thing, there are so many more events. We have the Emerging Filmmakers Project, which you can find out about on efpdenver.wordpress.com. We also have Open Screen Night, which you can find out about on openscreennight.com. That's like open mic night. It's like open mic night for filmmakers. And we also have something, my latest favorite. It's called Writers Night by a studio in Rhino. And they run Writers Night for writers who are looking to hone their craft. They will provide actors to actually run through your script and run it so that you can see it come to life. So I would highly recommend that. That can be found at mocksides.com if you look under their workshops section. And that's it.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. So many good resources here for you. And a little bit more about what the Creative Cosmos is all about, too, as a resource. Speaking of resources, is I started this website literally as a project a few years ago. It's kind of my just creative, what I call my canvas or my film on a website, essentially, where it's a collection of over 33 different types of creative categories people can choose to be featured under. There's photography, there's filmmaking, there's graphic design, multimedia. We'll get you on there. Anthony's on there, and it's a great resource for if you're specifically looking to connect with somebody for creative, looking for an event. There's so many events going on just for creatives, or also if you're looking for a creative business, if you need somebody creative. A new feature that I just launched recently was called DenverCreativeDirectory.com, and on that site, it's just a shortcut to where you can see a snapshot of business profiles, searchable by product category, first name, last name, things like like that. People don't have to spend a lot of time searching for solutions if they're looking for somebody creative. So that's definitely an angle. If you have them, it's thecreativecosmos.com, and then Denver Creative Directory is the portal for the public if you're looking for somebody creative. And then once you, if you are creative, make sure you go and add a profile. There's no charge for a free member profile. Once you have one on there, you can go and add news and event items. There's no charge on there as long as the the event is under $20. And it's just the easiest form of self-publicity out there. And it's a lot of people just don't know about it. It's just getting the word out.
Yeah, Scott, I have something to add to that,
Yeah,
if I can.
Yeah.
I believe that we are moving to more of a freelance society where people have more free time to be creative and make money doing what they're passionate about and what they're more interested in. In 1830, I think 90% of all people were business owners or farmers. Right. And then with the industrial age, now I think there's only 5% of all the population are actually business owners. But I have a feeling that it's moving more towards this instant access to all people and all skills through websites like your own. And so I feel like it's going to move the other direction, and it's going to start to increase the percentages of people that work for themselves. I really do.
Yeah. And one reason I love getting positive feedback, I definitely have had people come up to me and they're like, man, there was a weird, quinky dink of events that just led me to the right person. And I get goosebumps now talking about it, because I've had people say that to me, and they're like, from meeting you, I was at the Salida the State Summit Conference last year. Met a gentleman named Les Conley, and then he came to Creative Connections, which is a meetup group that meets in the Tech Center on First Friday. And then once he went to Creative Connections, then he met the company he works for now, Mindaptive. So it's just this flow and chain of connections of events. And one reason I wanted to start the site is because I kept noticing different circles. Like there's filmmaker circles, but they only know other filmmakers.
Right.
And especially if you produce a film, for example, and you're trying to promote that, you're only promoting it to the same people that's in your network of friends.
Right.
Photographers don't hear about it. Multimedia people may not hear about it. Marketing people may not hear about it.
Right.
So with the site like the Creative Cosmos, it helps bridge that connection of all those different groups that are all fragmented out there.
Yeah, it's really true.
So,
and you wouldn't believe how many filmmakers don't really understand the advanced settings inside of YouTube, which is the most popular video website. So I have a group called the Denver YouTube Professionals, and we meet once a month. You can find us on Meetup Group under the Denver YouTube Professionals, and I really enjoy participating in that Meetup Group.
Fantastic. Arthur, any more you want to add to this?
Come and see the films at the Starz Denver Film Festival. It's awesome.
Absolutely, and definitely check out, if you haven't been to, Emerging Filmmakers Project is, I think, one of the coolest things in the city that still to this day, I went there when it was probably started, 9 or 10 years ago, I think.
I think it's been a lot more than that.
And probably more than that, and I just thought it was so cool at the time, and it's one of those things where it's in the Highlands. You go there, I don't know if they still have the beer or not, you can get there. Yeah,
the beer is sponsored.
Beer sponsored, I think it's
sponsored
like $5 or $6.
Pretty Monkeys.
Okay.
Their film production company, Pretty Monkeys, check them out.
Okay, fantastic.
And of course, the Bug Theater.
Yeah.
Oh, and Diebolt Brewery is the one that actually provides the beer, or Diebolt. I don't know. The beer is fantastic.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good.
That is a good one.
Fantastic beer. Definitely look them up. They're right off of 38th Avenue in Highlands.
Yeah, great family-run business. Love going in there. I hope to see you out. Anything else anybody wants to add?
No.
It's been a great panel. There's just so many resources. Definitely check these out. Most of them are linked from the Creative Cosmos website, and the ones that we talked about that aren't linked right now, I will get linked. So
even though it's 9 degrees outside, it's warm with creativity in here.
This is perfect movie watching weather, folks. Yeah. So this is the time to watch movies. So thank you very much for being on this panel with me. Cheers.
Cheers.